Can you break down for the audience what exactly is on-chain asset management?
It's a bit of a catch-all phrase. The way I defined it is bridging two worlds. I think you can do tokenization of low quality assets. And we all saw that back in 2018, 2019, where many people were focusing on tokenizing whiskey and art and so on. There is no scale in this. It's great use cases, and the guys who tokenize, Pablo Picasso kind of painting, fantastic. They were moving the needle and starting to put this on the map. But clearly, people maybe more on the institutional side felt that this was not yet ready for enabling the kind of full scale tokenization. So when we're looking at the space, we always felt there is first we need to fix the supply. Let's focus on an asset class that has high quality product that can be tokenized at scale. And even better if they have a pain point that blockchain can solve. And so quickly we zoomed in onto alternative funds. Because when you think of it, it's a massive asset class, hedge fund, private equity, private credit. But it's very hard to access still for retail. And, unless you have, a relationship manager at a private bank, unlikely you'll be able to enter into the Brevan macro fund or the Hamilton Lane credit fund. So there is a real pain point for adoption there that I think tokenization can solve. Unlike maybe when we're looking at the beginning, should we focus on bond tokenization or equity tokenization? Those are a bit more accessible. There is value in tokenizing them. I'm not saying otherwise, but they're a bit more accessible for you and I. So we focus on an asset class that had real pain points, but that also had supply at scale from high credible institution. And so alternative asset was initial focus for KAIO. But then we felt, okay, great, you do let's call it the primary side, you tokenize. And then what? you maybe have a bit more efficiency, you've enabled a bit more kind of accessibility. But there's so many other things you can do once you're on chain, from, maybe the more extreme aspect of it, of putting some of those tokens into an automated money market pool and get some yield on the back of it, or just very simply trading it, having a bit of liquidity on the back of it. And so we felt let's solve also for the second and third leg of it, which is enabling composability for those assets in a way that will allow them to participate into the DeFi ecosystem. And that's what I'll call on-chain asset management today. Of course, there's many variations of that, and you can think about on-chain vault and all of those things. But here, for KAIO, at least that's the beginning. We bring high grade, high quality institutional products that are extremely hard to access today. And we put that on chain and distribute that in a way that would over time and still, very quickly will enable composability. And that's what I call on-chain asset management. You may have a different definition, other people may have a different definition, but that's today working. We have 200 million of TVL on the platform. There is a strong institutional demand. We even have to reject issuer and try to filter to make sure that we work with the ones that have really real use cases behind them. We want to, you and I, we've been in this industry too long. We know there's a lot of PR and people just wanting to do a nice press release and saying they've tokenized something. And then, not really wanting to go through the full transformation that is required by this technology. So we're really trying to work with people who get it, who understand it. And then that allows us to build this kind of a program of tokenization of various kind of funds.